by June 2023, our sovereign wealth fund will surpass $1 billion US. What up, rap leaders? Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very simple question to answer, and that is, how long will it take the sovereign wealth fund to reach $1 billion? It's a simple mathematical calculation, and I'm going to show you how it's done. Stay tuned.
Oh, this is my day. I'm ready to take it on, come what may.
So guys, the reason why I like to use mathematical calculations is because there's no politics involved, right? There's no PPP and PNC in this. This is just pure mathematics. And I've been using math to assess the oil contract and the oil industry for the last 3 years. So we're going to stick with the math. So first we have to define what we mean by $1 billion. Using the American definition, $1 billion is 1,000 million dollars. And it's difficult to imagine how much is 1,000 million or how much is a million. So I'm going to use objects to define that. Now if you imagine a jumbo jet, right? A Boeing jumbo jet or an A380 huge jet that's built by Airbus. Now that's the kind of jet with an upstairs and a downstairs, right? So yes, one of those jumbo jets costs about $350 million, right? The A380 jets, ones that are used by Emirates, right? Emirates Airlines. Those jets that have the upstairs and the downstairs that hold about 500 people, those jets cost about $350 million. So $1 billion could get you about 3 of those jets, right? Like I said, it's difficult to imagine what $1 billion will buy. Think about Hollywood mansions, right? If you want to buy a house in Beverly Hills, the average Beverly Hills mansion costs about $8 million. So $1 billion can get you 125 Beverly Hills mansions, right? So think about that. Maybe you can come up with other ways, other objects that you could use to quantify $1 billion, but that is what we're getting at. How long will it take Guyana to, how long will it take the sovereign wealth fund to reach $1 billion US? So according to the Bank of Guyana quarterly report for December 2020, we currently have $198 million US in our sovereign wealth fund. So we need about $802 million more to get to $1 billion. So what we'll do is we'll calculate how long it will take for us to earn $800 million. And recently the price of oil has returned to its pre-pandemic prices. So oil is now trading on the New York Mercantile Exchange at $68 a barrel. That is Brent crude, the type of oil that we produce in Guyana. So we'll use $70 a barrel. Let's say the price of oil averages $70 a barrel over the next 2 years. We'll use $70 a barrel as the price of oil. Now, so if you divide $800 million by $70 million, that is, we need $800 million to reach $1 billion, and we're making $70 million each time we sell and lift 1 million barrels of oil. If you divide 800 million by 70 million, you get 11.4, right? That's about 12. So that means we need to sell 12 million barrels of oil, of profit oil, for us to make $800 million. Now, because we are only receiving every 8th million barrel of oil, in other words, we get the 8th million. Every time Exxon produces 8 million barrels of oil, we get 1 million barrel. That means to get 12 million barrels, Exxon needs to produce 12 by 8, 96 million barrels of oil. So we're almost there. How long does it take Exxon to produce 96 million barrels of oil? Well, Exxon is pumping oil at 120,000 barrels a day. So if you divide 96 million by 120,000, you'll get the number of days it takes to produce 96 million barrels of oil. So if you divide 96 million by 120,000, you get 800 days. So it will take Exxon 800 days to produce 96 million barrels of oil. Now, if you divide 800 days by 365 days in a year, you get 2.1 years. And if you multiply that by 12, because it's 12 months in a year, that works out to be 26.3 months, 26.4 months. So call it 27 months. Right, so it will take 27 months for Exxon to produce 96 million barrels of oil, and those are the 27 months it will take for Guyana to sell 12 million barrels of profit oil and to earn $800 million US to put us over $1 billion in our sovereign wealth fund. Now, where does 26 or 27 months take us? It puts us to June 2023. So by June 2023, our sovereign wealth fund will surpass $1 billion US. Now you can do those calculations for yourself. These numbers come from the Exxon news releases. It comes from the Bank of Guyana quarterly reports. These are publicly available numbers, right? So there should be no political dispute. This is just pure mathematics. It says that by June 2023, a little over 2 years from now, 2 years and 3 months from now, we will have reached $1 billion US in our sovereign wealth fund. Are you excited about this achievement? Leave in the comments below what you think we can spend $1 billion US on, and how do you think the future looks based on the current global price of oil and gas. Maybe you can share this video with friends and family around the world. Let people know what's happening here in Guyana. Later!